time to refresh content or your website goes bad. This is episode number 381 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of online marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. Last week, we were discussing how email should stand out when you're pursuing potential customers. Check out that episode so you could dominate your competition when you're sending new proposals out to prospects. But this week, we're moving right into it's time to refresh content or your website goes bad. And what we mean by that is too many people become complacent with having many of their web pages stay the same for years out, and they don't realize that when a new prospect comes, whether you've changed your website a month or two ago or years ago, there's a few key pages that matter the most to ensure that that first impression is the most recent representation of the best of what you do. And what we'd like you to do is also take a moment to realize we've been doing this now with this education for now over 10 years, and it's unbelievable how many people have websites that are outdated by years where their major pages have content from 5 years or more. And to make matters worse, unfortunately, many times the websites are cosmetically appealing, but the technology has gotten to a point that it's so outdated that it's inadvertently impacting your ability to be able to rank properly. So what I'd like you to do is take a moment and write down these two URLs to check something out very cool. One is Mass Builders Inc. Again, massbuildersinc.com. And when you land specifically on the home page, you will see a perfectly crafted landing page that shows the most recent representation of the best of who they are. However, there are many pages that you can go to that are in the process of being updated. But the key thing is, without necessarily giving away the store, is the technology is a little bit outdated. However, this particular company is booking so far in advance that the first method of attack for their marketing strategy is to update the cosmetic appeal and then come back to deal with the technology that's underneath the sheets. But another cool representation is a company called TN for Tennessee, but it's really not, tnmillerremodeling.com, and you got to go to that website because the entire site literally was just updated, completely ripped apart, page by page by page. Every single menu option to be found is new, including this image, which is really a very cool video. And the reason why their approach was to rip it apart completely from the ground up is that the technology was so antiquated that it was time to not just add cosmetic appeal, but also bring the technology for 2026, 27, and beyond. So take a moment to decide first, what pages need cosmetic adjustments, and then separately begin to decide whether the technology needs just quick plugin updates and various technical updates, or does it need to be completely redone utilizing new content. Remember, with marketing, you need to treat this as the complete branding of your business and assure that the next prospect sees the best of who you are regardless of the technology in use. And also keep in mind for your entire team that marketing in general is an essential skill, and you should be focusing in on how to generate more quality leads, not just leads in quantity. This is My Online Toolbox reminding you that to please follow us and like us with our quick tips on Facebook and YouTube, or check us out on Instagram for our weekly featured projects. And never forget to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.